Most people think that the way to regain energy and to feel good is to relax. And you probably think that too. And it honestly makes sense that you should. In every video game that you play, the character regains energy once they rest. And everybody needs to rest after a long day at work. Right? Absolutely not. As a masculine man, the way energy works is so much different than how it works for a woman or a normal depolarized man. And that is where the power of doing difficult things comes in. Since when you do something difficult, you absorb its power and become stronger. So you gain energy by doing difficult things and feeling the strength, competence and achievement of doing so. Unless you're doing or working at something that is truly physically demanding, then you probably don't need rest. What you need is something that will liven up your soul. When I worked in my sales job at the end of last year, I would usually work around 4 or 5 8-hour shifts per week. After work I would come home and instantly go into my laptop to work on making more YouTube videos. Yes, I did feel somewhat tired after work, but it wasn't because I needed rest. Yes, I felt somewhat tired after work, but it wasn't because I was actually tired. It was because I was doing something that I didn't at all resonate with, and it meant that I was spiritually and mentally tired. And what I needed to do was do what I love most. Make YouTube videos and work towards achieving my purpose. It's the same way a dog could be on the verge of falling asleep absolutely dead tired, and you tell it, let's go on a walk, it's going to jump up with so much energy and go for that walk. But it doesn't necessarily mean that overcoming anything difficult will give you energy. It's specifically when you overcome difficult obstacles that are in the way of you achieving your purpose. That is what is going to give you the absolute most energy for life. Because you absorb the power that the difficult things have over you. And on top of that, you gain more energy because you're working towards something that is truly meaningful to you. There's absurd social conditioning of the narrative that it's not worth doing difficult things and it's cool to be lazy. Like you would see funny videos of a skinny guy doing something the smart way instead of getting up and actually doing it. And that kind of stuff gets glorified everywhere on social media, and to the point where it seems normal to be stupid, lazy and unprepared. I honestly played into that character when I was in school. During my first 4 years of school, from when I was 11 to around 15, I was consistently in the bottom 10% of students in every subject. I thought it was funny to not be a nerd and be unprepared and get 6% in a maths test. Sure, others could get a laugh out of me and say, oh, I bet Nettis didn't do his homework, haha, or I bet he did really bad in the test, whatever. But it only left me worse off and brought me no benefit besides some pity laughs and people thinking that they're above me. I hope that you already understood that narrative and that my story only reinforces it. You should undoubtedly live every waking moment with so much energy that you cannot stay still and you just want to keep doing stuff. And especially doing things that bring you closer to achieving your purpose. And because you've built up so much masculine drive and energy, start doing difficult things just because you can. Think about how difficult and challenging the obstacle is, and that it being difficult is merely a challenge. And if you don't overcome that challenge, then you are weak. There's a static thing, a static object, a problem that's not moving and doesn't have conscious, and it won over you because you haven't conquered it. But you're not weak, so what's it to you? You move through difficult things every single day like it's no problem. How much of the population do you think can regularly take cold showers? We can disregard the women because they're not going to shower in water unless it's burning their skin off. And the majority of men are too pussy to feel the cold sensation of water on their skin. So if you were to take one cold shower, that will make you mentally stronger than about 80% of the population. How much of the population can go through the everyday hardships that you go through? You're literally putting yourself out into the middle of nowhere, with no direction and trying to become an entrepreneur and trying to make money online. And even the thought of it is too terrifying for the majority of people, so they won't even try it. But here you are, living a life that is a nightmare for some, every single day. So do those hard things. Not only do they give you energy, but they're going to make you feel like the man. A few of the times I've been out on my morning run, it got really difficult and my legs really ache and my chest gets really tight. And I of course think about, oh, I'll just stop and then continue on a run or run more and trying to bargain with myself. But I know that's not an option. I keep running and I think to myself, I'm the absolute man. Who else can do this? Who else can put themselves through such pain for no real reason? And the last time this happened, I was running and I was in pain, of course. And I beat my chest a few times, and that just made me really hyped me up. And I thought, I could do this. Who else can do this? It's just so good, such a good feeling. So those type of thoughts make me keep wanting to do the difficult things in my life and keep going. And so it means when I do the difficult things and overcome several challenges in just one day, I walk with a straighter posture. I feel more masculine. I feel like I am worthy of respect and praise, and those things make me want to overcome and conquer even more, and it's only a positive feedback loop from there. So overcome the difficult things, absorb their power, then overcome, conquer and achieve even more. Click and watch this video right now. Put in enough time and attention because that will make anything into reality.